From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Mexico City. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Out right to Bourne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones on the right side. Open is Gesicki. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick, stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Running left is Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Howell down to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Another throw for Howell. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Howell looking to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. First down, Howell to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A give up the middle to Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And Howell will throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Jones on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Howell throwing on third down here. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here now a third down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Dax Milne deep for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Samuel in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now he'll look to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are once again back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of players, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have yet again retaken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Nick Folk for the point after. And the lead is now 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 21. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Howell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Howell. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Dietrich Wise. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Sly able to put this one through. And they have regained the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mac Jones of the Patriot offense getting set to go once again. He had the touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster on the last drive, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. They go play action here on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. To the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus Jones picks it.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Pats have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2nd and 10, Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus Jones picks it. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report.
All right,
back
Coach,
and forth.
thanks.
We win in that
both
first
teams
half.
likely
This
to
has
make
certainly
some
been an
changes in
entertaining
what's
one
been a closely
to watch thus
fought
far.
battle to this
Let's
point.
get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A handoff running left is Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing here, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw out the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jones on first down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Howell looking to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. 3rd down here. Right where where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Powell throwing on third down here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Powell out of the shotgun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And Howe will throw it. Complete, it's Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Powell. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Parker again. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Washington ready to try again on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And the Washington offense heading out. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Powell out of his own end zone. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Howell down to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.